Hey guys, it's Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a simple journal with me featuring Animal Crossing. Now, I know I've seen most of you guys have done this and I've seen a lot of videos on setup videos about Animal Crossing in general, but to give you an idea, it's been like just a week since I started playing, or 2 weeks, so I really don't have anything to share apart from my personal experience with playing the game, considering it's something that I am doing frequently to sort of wind down from work and being able to, give myself a little bit of self-care every now and then, because staying at home has been kind of hard, but at the same time giving me a lot of time to just rediscover myself, do things that don't really have to be, all for work. So I'm just gonna share with you some of the tidbits of my journal so far. I actually painted also a Studio Ghibli scene the other day, so my journal this month has been really erratic with different types of designs. I also do collage from time to time, so I am trying my best to sort of experiment with different ways that I could enhance my journal. I mean, by all means, my journal is always a room for experimenting, and that is not a problem because I always love discovering and developing new ways to journal and share it with you guys, of course. So I just wanted to share that my good friend Sophie gave me this link to generate a Dodo Airlines ticket. So that's what I'm cutting out here now. I really love it. I'll link it down below. So for those of you who have not gone into Animal Crossing or who are not playing Animal Crossing, it's basically a game where you can control an island and sort of decorate it and do daily tasks to sort of enhance the deserted island per se. And yeah, I think it's a very interesting game because when I was younger, I would usually play adventure games like Super Mario or Pokemon. I was one of the kids who had a Game Boy Advance when it had no light yet. But I stopped playing games in the recent years because I have been really glued to work. But Animal Crossing has brought me back to playing games because the three of us, me and my brother and sister, we were like, okay, we should probably invest in AC and we could like split the funds. So that's why we ended up buying this impulsively, like a week. Yeah, I think it was a week after it was released, or a few days after it was released on the Nintendo eShop. So the whole concept of the game is basically to hunt for different things like rare fish. It's a buy and sell kind of thing. It's really interesting because it's kind of like real life, and I like that it has a lot of DIY aspects, art aspects, and dressing up, and I am very particular with those things. Actually, my home is not yet that furnished, but I am getting there. And the thing about this is I don't want to pressure myself because I've been seeing a lot of island tours and stuff, and it's really cool, but personally, I don't want to be like, oh, I have to make this super nice, la la la. And it's nice because I talk to my siblings also, and we discuss how our layout is planned in the island. And yeah, but overall, my brother is the one who's playing most of the time because I only play at night, and sometimes I only play in the morning. It depends. I don't really spend a lot of time with it because I also have work. But yeah, just wanted to share that it has been really helping me travel for starters, because it's really cool how you can visit other people's islands. So far I've visited some of my friends, and also I have been exploring different things from fruits to digging up Manila clams and stuff. It's really, I don't know, it was really smart of them to kind of develop this game and at the same time release it during the time that we're all locked down in our houses. But of course I know that that was not the plan, but I think it was also timely because a lot of people are looking for an escape, I would say. And I think this is also one of the escapes that I am trying to give myself, because at least I can explore and do a lot of things while I'm on the game. But for the record, I realize like there are some days I just don't play straight. I just get my miles, get the money, sell some stuff, and then pass it over to my brother or sister. So I just wanted to share also that I really don't have a lot of pastel colored stationery, but I did draw out some of them for this spread, which is fun because then I'm able to use them. And it's funny that currently it's sort of Sakura season, and there's also an event called Bunny Day on April 12th in Animal Crossing, so that's why the whole, there are a lot of sakura trees and sakura elements, and I love it. And I also have sakura stationery in my seasonal stationery pile. Yeah, and it's funny, I just want to share that apart from the three of us playing, my mom would sometimes just like stand there and watch us play and would say like, oh, why are you wearing this outfit, or this is so cute and stuff. It's so funny because you'd think we're all talking about like real life, but it's actually a game. And I also like the fact that, it helps us, get together and discuss what we're gonna do with the islands. And my siblings know more than I do, so I just usually ask advice from them and play along eventually. So yeah, I'm just heading over to decorate the elements of the spread before I write, because as you know, I write the most. I also picked out this Liquitex paint marker, which I've been using for quite some time, and I put like sakura petals because I realized my washi tapes are in the studio. So yeah, it was really nice that I was able to finally get a house as well, because when you start off you just get a tent and you have to earn 5,000 miles to get a house, but I have to pay my 98,000 bells loan, which I am almost reaching, I think, this week, so that I can pay for it. So yeah, I think it's a lot of also being responsible and being more of an adult, and I think that's a very interesting aspect, because when I lived abroad, I was able to get a hold of these responsibilities, and it was something that connected with me and resonated with me so well. I mean, I talk like an adult and I also act like an adult, and these are things that you have to sort of remember when you're living. And I'm glad that Animal Crossing is actually, encouraging that and giving you the means to sort of be, I don't know what's the English term of this, it's like being madiscarte, or being, I don't know, maybe like street smart or something, because it helps you, you have to figure out what you have to catch, what you have to sell. You have to know which prices are good, which bugs are, rare and stuff, and that way you get more money. And I know it's not really a game of like earning more money, but it's also, figuring out how to budget stuff. It's funny because when you play, you also get free gifts from like your fellow villagers or friends, and I would also get presents from the sky where you like hit the slingshot and get a present. But the presents I get are, I don't really like the designs, and being the very aesthetic person that I try to be, or at least like my own personal taste, sometimes I don't like them, so I just sell them. I think I've Marie Kondoed my way out of this technically, because when I started building my house, I had like a lot of different elements, like very not in the sense of what I want my house to look like. I don't have a tour of my house yet. Maybe when I'm finished with it, I could show it on my Instagram stories. But yeah, so because of that, I have been able to sort of figure out how to properly allocate my money. Like, I would get like this fancy minimalist outfit, but also I would opt to get also a wooden wardrobe and stuff. So it's funny because I think it reflects highly on my consumer behavior, and it's so uncanny. I mean, the resemblance is so uncanny. Even the way that I picked out the dresses that I wear, the colors, the roof. I got a yellow house, of course, and I think that's really interesting because when I visited someone's island, because my brother had like the Facebook group, and someone posted like a code, a dodo code, and then I flew to that island. It was so different, and I also met a lot of people, and everyone was really they had colored hair, they had like elaborate costumes and stuff, and I'm just there like with a basic black and white gray outfit with like a face mask, because priorities. But yeah, I think it's an interesting way to see how it reflects different people's personalities while playing the game. And for me, it's such a great way to sort of express yourself also creatively. I'm looking forward to doing more of the DIY clothing and patterns where you can actually do pixel art, which is really cool, but then I have to really sit on it. So let's see how I'll schedule that in the next couple of days. But apart from that, it's also such a good way to sort of explore your creativity and do things that are beyond your comfort zone. I mean, that's really so cheesy, but I think I have been in a place where I always, strive to be perfect and stuff, but playing this game has made me, you know, be able to take things one day at a time. Because also you have to log in, not daily but regularly, because there are a lot of updates and stuff and you don't want to miss it. Like last Sunday I played at like 7 a.m. and I was able to catch the cute animal who sells the turnips, so I bought some because then I have to resell it for yeah, when I reset I get it at a higher rate. So again, this is like a business thing. I don't know, it's so funny. And yeah, apart from that, I also wanted to share that it's been helping me cope with anxiety, not because it's a game for distraction. I mean, I do know that playing games sort of also feel like a distraction for me from the real life, but because I haven't been going to therapy since the quarantine started, and I have had like 2 episodes of really bad, really I couldn't really pull myself out of dark places for a while. So since starting playing Animal Crossing, I have been like putting that at the back end and being able to play in peace and, you know, reconnect with myself a bit more. Also, the music is really cool. I find the background music really calming. I don't know if it's just me, but let me know in the comments below if you feel the same way. I actually don't play any music. That's only what I play, and I love the ambient sounds and the animals talking like it's really funny. So yeah, this is my finished spread. I will link all the materials that I use down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching this journal with me video. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching again. Bye.